This month, our top 5 stories are dominated by industry leaders like Mark De Joya, Leah and Arthur Ang. And Entropia, with their clients UMW and BMW in Malaysia, once again makes the list. Hello everyone, I'm JR Alagao, and welcome to MARKETECH APAC Reports, our review of the top 5 stories for the month. For August 2020, we have identified the top 5 stories from July 20th to August 16th based on Google Analytics. Starting with number 5. In the first episode of MARKETECH Mondays, we sat down with Mark De Joya, Head of Corporate Communications of Max's Restaurants Incorporated in the Philippines. MARKETECH Mondays is a series where we feature industry leaders to share their career journeys to inspire the world of marketing. During the interview, we asked Mark for career tips for newbies in the marketing industry. Here's what he said.
There's so much out there. I think if I was to drill on two things. There are two things that I just want to highlight the most. Yeah. Number one, I just want to reinforce what I said earlier. Never be ashamed of where you've come from. Never be ashamed of your roots. Okay, because there is no such thing as disadvantage as long as you are hungry. Okay, so point number one. Always remember there is no stopping the hungry. Okay, that's the first thing. And the second thing, this is something that I tell my own teams over and over and over again. You know? In a world of noise, in a world of clutter, in a world of complexity, the greatest gift that we have for humanity is the gift of clarity. No? So a lot of people out there, they try to be nice and clever and fluffy and artsy about things. The first thing that I would say is, as regards that, first, be clear, then be clever.
Thanks so much for the tips, Mark. Be clear and be clever. Remember those two short but impactful tips. To continue getting insights from marketing leaders, we sat down with Leah, Chief Marketing Officer of Salesforce Data Roma in the United States, and she shared 4 tips to navigate uncertainty with marketing measurement. And that's story number 4. Tip number 1. Connect cross-channel data. Harmonizing data into a single source of truth gives marketers a cohesive view of the information they have at hand. Cutting man-hours spent bringing data together can be achieved by automating the process. This enables marketers to spend less time organizing data and more valuable time on campaign analysis and optimization. Tip number 2. Set up consistent taxonomies and ensure data hygiene. When data is derived and categorized in the same solid foundation, it can be used more accurately and consistently. This is key to gaining data accuracy, something that 84% of marketers lack confidence in. By having all stakeholders work from a set of standardized data, teams can seamlessly report and share findings, as well as scale insights to launch new initiatives. Tip number 3. Set goals and track progress. Marketers can use this time as an opportunity to reset goals and benchmarks. Setting goals builds accountability and urgency, and helps identify and monitor specific key performance indicators or KPIs across channels, regions, and business units. And tip number 4. Align and collaborate across a single system of record. With organizations adopting remote working, marketers need to overcome the geographical silos and team silos to stay aligned. With data connected and standardized across a single system of record, marketers can visualize goals and benchmarks through shareable dashboards. This enables internal and external stakeholders to collaborate and work towards shared goals. Thank you so much, Leah. We're looking forward to hearing more tips from you. The next story that made our top 5 is something to celebrate about. Malaysia's Entropia and UMW get a nod at the 4th International VR Awards for their work on UMW's interactive virtual museum. Here's our number 3 story. The said VR campaign is one of the finalists in the VR Social Impact Award category. granted to companies or individuals that produce and execute either an experience, product, and/or service which has rendered a significant social impact on the world around them. Let's see what the VR campaign is like. We spoke to Badrul Rahman, General Manager of Group Corporate Communications at UMW, to know about the objective of the campaign and how VR helped achieve it.
In 2019, UMW engaged Entropia Extended Reality to look into how we can preserve our company's 100-year heritage. As a result, our physical museum, the place where we used to present our history, has now been immortalized into VR. Apart from reasons of posterity, we use VR as a platform to impress, attract talents both young and old, and above all, a testament on how a corporate legacy can be kept alive using technology. VR also allows us to showcase a corporate museum like no other, one that's interactive and immersive, whereby users have the 6 degrees of freedom to explore the various stories by teleporting from one scenario to the next. Needless to say, the reception has been overwhelming.
Thank you so much for sharing, Badrul. We're hoping to hear good news from you right after the virtual award ceremony in November. Good luck! Entropia continues to dominate our top 5 stories through their AR project, this time with BMW Malaysia. Our number 2 story, BMW Malaysia recently unveiled the all-new BMW X5 xDrive 45e M Sport in the first ever live stream event on their social media channels. And now, in collaboration with Entropia Extended Reality or EXR, consumers will be able to explore the timeless Trailblazer anytime, anywhere, in an action-packed augmented reality experience. Let's take a look at how the car looked on AR. To know how AR helped BMW promote its latest car, let's hear from Samantha Tay, Principal Integration at Entropia.
During MCO, everyone was stuck at home, so nobody could visit any showrooms. So it was impossible for us to launch our X5 plug-in hybrid in a big way. And with future-focused partner like BMW, this inspires us to come up with this very immersive brand experience to delight our consumers, especially in the MCO period. So how it works is that it just takes a few steps for them to experience the joy of the X5 plug-in hybrid at their convenience. And by just clicking the link on their smartphone, the user will be able to get a virtual realistic 3D model of the car. Alright, and just by tapping the screen, they can reposition the car, looking at different angle of the car, and pinch to resize it and slide in any direction for a 360 view. So it's as good as you are at the showroom yourself, right? And on top of that, swiping up will change the car exterior into 4 different colors. And this was all done possible with the help of web-based AR technology without any app at all, right? And yep, this is how we created this immersive experience for our consumers by bringing the showroom to wherever they are.
Thank you so much, Samantha. In line with UMW and BMW making it to the top 5 for the month, we asked Ramakrishnan, Entropia partner and head of EXR, to share his thoughts on the current integration into marketing campaigns in Southeast Asia. Let's watch what he said.
Hi, there are 3 quick points that I want to make when it comes to VR integration into marketing campaigns. Number 1, it is no more a niche. There are many industries which are using XR extensively and marketing and advertising is on the top. Number 2, there are multiple use cases in marketing beyond just gimmick, right across the value chain from brand awareness to customer engagement, right down to enhanced sales closures. Number 3, the pace has accelerated due to COVID-19, as you can see from the increase in interest this year. And the advent of 5G will drive up consumer adoption and expectation of XR in the coming days. To recap, extended reality and marketing is no more a niche. There are multiple use cases to leverage on, and there is significant growth expected in the coming days. Thank you.
Very insightful, Rama. We're always excited to know more about your latest VR work. And our number 1 story for the month, Keepital, an industrial-focused e-commerce platform, welcomed Arthur Ang as the Chief Commercial Officer. Arthur takes ownership of the customer and the customer interface with the product or service offering, making sure that all functions of the organization are aligned to meet its strategic commercial objectives. We reached out to Arthur and asked him about his first few months at Keepital. Here's what he said.
Hi everyone, this is Arthur from Keepital. Thank you MARKETECH APAC for featuring us in the July 2020 edition. And we are very happy to know that we're actually one of the top 5 stories for the month. So my past weeks with Keepital was pretty amazing and fulfilling. So going in depth to understand the platform's ecosystem, speaking to SME bosses to understand their marketing pain points and requirements. So my role as the CCO basically is to help business growth, definitely. Forging partnerships to strengthen our solutions day by day to remain competitive, just like our slogan, keep growing with you.
Thank you so much, Arthur, and all the best in your new role. Keep growing with you. There you have it, our top 5 stories. If you have interesting stories, thought leadership, case studies in the area of marketing, technology, media platforms, and SME, please send us an email at editorial@marketech-apac.com. Who knows, your story could be part of our top 5 next month. Again, my name is JR. Thank you for watching.